Hello, everyone. Well, BBL Supercoach is open for 2025-2026. And yeah, if you want to join my league, the open league code is 852371. Now, I totally have not spent my whole Wednesday just hitting F5 on my browser, refreshing the screen. I wouldn't do anything crazy like that, but yeah, it's open right now. So yeah, sign up, join my league, and yeah, I'm going to pick a team today. Totally won't be my team that goes into the actual season most likely, but thought I'd give one a crack anyway. All right, let's get into it. All right, first off, before we start picking the team, you got to look at the fixture because there are double game rounds for some teams. There are bye rounds for some teams, although don't think there's anyone in round one. But yeah, you've got Sydney Sixers have 2 games in round one, and you've got the Hobart Hurricanes, who historically haven't had their double game rounds till later in the season, so they've been pretty relevant in past seasons, but not this season, or to start off with anyway. All right, so yeah, everyone's playing, so there's no bye rounds. But yeah, got a bit of a problem here. I don't know if I'm missing something, but yeah, I can only see round one. So I can't plan for future at the moment, for future rounds. But if we look at this, so round one ends on the 18th of December here. All right, so round two commences, which I would assume would be Friday the 19th to 23rd December, just before Christmas. So, assuming that's the case, well, you'd have Brisbane Heat and the Thunder playing. But, yeah, not quite sure about that yet. So, yeah. All right, that's just something to keep in mind. All right, because I'm not just going to load my entire team with Sixers and Hurricanes, but also want to be planning for the future as well. All right, enough of that. Let's get into the team. We have a salary of $2 million. We've got 17 players select. We've got the flex back again as well. You got 12 players that are actually on field. 11 of those scores will count. All right, so starting off with the wicket keepers. So keeping in mind that we've got and I'm actually going to go into detail team by team as the preseason goes on as well, and as well as when the fixture comes out, do a bit of an analysis on that. All right, so didn't realize Mohammad Rizwan was a keeper for the Melbourne Renegades, but I'm not going to pick any Renegades players, I don't think. The person who I've got is Josh Philippe. All right, 109k, so yeah, pretty cheap than previous seasons, I believe. He opens the batting, and yeah, he'll take some catches, hopefully get some stumpings. So 2 avenues of scoring there. All right, so pick him, and he has a double game round. So, and yeah, it is going to be heavily Sixers and Hurricanes players. So usually what I would do here, last year we had a cheapy 39k Jake Doran who was being used as a loophole, but just looking at all the names here, I don't know if there's anyone that's not going to play. Or maybe Lockie Shaw, but then again, we might have some players sign on between now and when the season starts, so something to keep an eye on. But for now, I'm thinking I might go with Ben McDermott. He's quite cheap. I think must have kept in a couple of games last year. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have got wicketkeeper status. 79k. He might make us a little bit of money, and yeah, we'll go with that. Problem is, for his double game round, if I do this, I won't be able to get his score. Anyway, let's just go to the batsman. Okay, so, Steve Smith, he's not going to be playing early on at least. Matt Short. Now, we ask this question every year. Do we pay up for Matt Short? Well, I am going to... Oh, jeez. I am just going to skip just for now. He could very well enter my team. We definitely will at some stage. Glenn Maxwell. Now, with the batsmen, I like to pick, well, the all-rounders here, the bat bowlers, because I like to have, at least two avenues to score. So, guy that bats high up the order, or, at least has some chance of getting a bat, and preferably, bowls as well. All right, so, Jamie Overton, Glenn Maxwell, Matt Short, do those things. And also, what I'd like, Matt Short, Glenn Maxwell, they're both field in hotspots. So places, like Cow Corner and Long On, etc., where they can take some catches for some extra points. All right, so I'm not going to pick any of those right now. First one I'm going to pick is Mitch Owen. Now, he's going to open the batting. He exploded onto the scene last year. Had a great year. Was he the player of the tournament? I can't remember, but yeah, he had a very good season with the bat, and he's been bowling as well, even for Australia. So yeah, we're going to pick him. He's expensive, 192k, but yeah, he'll bat and should get some overs as well. Cooper Connolly, probably not to start off with. Will Sutherland's one, who's got a good role as well. Bats 7, bowl is 4 overs. Babar Azam, I think he's basically a James Vince replacement. Sam Curran, he would be in my side, but I don't think he's available for the start of the season. Wanna know Chris Green? Oh, Chris Green's got all-rounder status. Marnus Stoinis. Well, yeah, we're questioning him, getting him for 70k or whatever he was at the start of last year. But I'm not going to go there right now. Bo Webster. He should be, if he's not in the Australian team, he should at least be in the squad. One guy, bats 4 or 5, 6 or so, bowls some overs. Nikhil Chowdhury. Alright, so he'll be in my side. Tim David, I'm going to skip over. Liam Scott's an interesting one. But yeah, doesn't have that double. Carey, he's going to be in the test side, obviously. Here's one. Rishad Hussain, the Bangladeshi all-rounder, spinner, bat as well, I'm pretty sure. So he'll be in my side. Mitch Marsh at 117. Will he be part of the test squad? I'm not sure. He's bat bowl, but is he going to bowl? I'm not sure of that either. But surely a player of his quality in 2020, I might put him in the side just for now, even though he has no double. Maybe I can loop him. Daniel Sams. If this is to be believed, that he might have a double game in round 2. Oops, probably want to get him in. Jack Edwards. So first up, he's got the double. So here he might bat up the order, and he should bowl his 4 overs. So he was a very popular pick last year. Who do we go here? So on the bench for our bats, Constas, no. Kerm Honrix. Honrix is a bat bowl. I'm not sure he bowled that much last year at all. Nisa, cheap for what he can produce. Sanger. Here we go. We've got Aaron Hardy here. So, yeah, bat bowl. Couple of Berendorf has gone to the Renegades, so, he might bowl a few more overs. He'll bat at 3 or 4. So we'll pick him because he's quite cheap. Harry Nielsen with his yearly 58k price tag with an average of 8. Actually, he only played 1 game last year. Okay. Oh, that's right. They had the English guy doing the keeping. And Pope, I think it was. Yeah. All right. Oops. So, and we're talking about loopholes before, so I usually use it here, but I'm going to use a cheap bat bowl option here. Haven't looked at the schedule to see what order of games they'll be playing in. So hopefully Sydney Thunder play a few later games. Well, at least round 1 anyway. And yeah, pick him and just use him as a loop. All right, on to the bowlers now. So we've still got over 1 million left. So, oh geez, I didn't realize Mark Steckety had such a big season last year. 77.8. Must have been the year before that I had him in my side. Anyway, yeah, not going with him. Matt Short, I'll come back to later. Glenn Maxwell, along with Matt Short, he's just one of the goats of this comp. So yeah, I'm going to go with Glenn Maxwell here. Okay, is 201k. We've paid up more for him in the past, so yeah, happy to pay that. If let's have a look here. We've got Nathan Ellis, 153. He'll bowl at the death, so big chance to get some wickets late. Even get a 3-wicket bonus. Towards the end when batsmen are, just trying to hit everything out of the park, get some cheap wickets there. Ravi Ashwin, 152. He'd be an interesting one. Who else we got here? Aha, Sean Abbott. Now, this is pending. Actually, I've missed one here. Ben Dwarshuis. Now, he's really improved his batting, being sent up the order, towards the end of an innings, just get a quick few runs. If you can get a quick 20, that's bonus points. So anything over 20 runs with a good strike rate, means some nice points there. And Sean Abbott, he could be with the Test squad, perhaps. Not 100% sure. But for now, I'm just going to pick him. 133. He's been another one of those guys that has started at the price point of 200k plus in the past. He's another one, that can bat down the order, hit some quick runs at the end of the innings, and also bowls at the death, and always seems to get cheap wickets at the end. Riley Meredith's one to come under consideration. Who do I want in this last spot here? Sams, Jack Edwards. Ooh, Tommy Curran. Is he available at the start of the season? 106k. Very cheap. He's another one that's been 180, 200 plus. The guy I'm looking for is Chris Jordan here. 105k. Alright, so he's another one that will bowl at the death and can hit some quick runs. Alright, so 287k, so still a fair bit of coin left. Who else we got here? Now, a couple of guys from Perth. Marley Beardman and Matt Kelly. Surely one of these guys is going to get a crack now that Berendorf has gone off to the Melbourne Renegades. So if I were to pick one, I'm going to go with Marley Beardman. All right, just because I think and also Lance Morris is out for the BBL season as well. So I don't know, is there a world where you can pick both? Let's see what other options we got down here first. Matt Kuhneman, he's quite cheap as well, 75k. One that could come under consideration. Mac Andrew, I think he found himself out of the team a lot of last year. Lyon's going to be with the Test squad. Menenti's gone back to the Sixers. Ian Carlisle, I swear, he's been around for 3 or 4 years, and I don't think he's even played a game. Okay, so might go with. I would absolutely go with say a Kelly if Perth
actually had double game. Is 3 Perth guys too many? I'm not sure. Swepson's gone to the Stars. Okay. Alright. Doggett's gone to the Renegades. Who's another cheapie? What if I put Hardy down here? Where is he? Hardy. Oops. And I put, what bats? Is there any cheaper bat onlys? Ollie Peak. Silk? No. Joe Clark, so I can have that wicketkeeper bat there. Fraser McGurk, who could go berserk at any time. He's quite cheap. Didn't have a great year last year. Oh, man. Finn Allen's a wicketkeeper bat. Oh, yeah, he did keep a few games last year. No, I'm going too high here. Alright. Ollie Davies, maybe, if he has that double. Let's just pick him for now. Alright, there we go. Alright, so... Does Lockie Shaw, actually, could he get a game just on his batting alone? I'm not sure. Anyway. If we go into the flex position, so, yeah, we can pick any player from any position here. How much we got left? We've got 143k, and I know it's not someone who's on a double, but he can bat at 6-7 or so, and he will bowl his 4 overs, and he'll bowl at the death. And I saw him just before, so not for this week, but for the following week. What the hell is he? It is going to be, for now, let's go with Daniel Sams. All right, so we've got 26.6k. We have, believe it's 3 trades a week plus 2 boosts, I believe it is. Or is it 3? Anyway, there are some boosts available, so I'll probably just use them, well, depending on the schedule. So, yeah. All right, so how many have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double game players on the field, with Ben McDermott on the bench as well. And also assuming that Sydney Thunder do have a double the following week, we've got Sams and Davies. Oh, yeah. Probably still loop even as a batsman. Well, I'm not going to be able to loop because Aiden O'Connor plays for the same side. Anyway, just thought I'd get this video out. It's actually gone a lot longer than I thought it would. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to join my league. And, I'll see you in the next video, which will be coming out soon. It will be around the fixture and, what I look for in... when I'm picking my Supercoach BBL side. And then later on, I'll be going through some team previews. All right. Thank you very much, guys.